Hi, I'm Sharon. Today I'd like to talk about giving your opinion. Why are so many people scared of giving their opinion? So many people will swallow their words and they're afraid not to stand up, not to rock the boat. They might be in a meeting and come up with these ideas, but they're too scared to tell their ideas, and they make a decision to blend in and not stand out. We might be talking to a friend and we know that that friend is not going to listen, and we don't want to upset the friend, so even though our idea may help our friend, we again swallow our words and choose not to say anything. So many of us in life feel like we need to conform, but the problem is this conformity stops us from being the person that we were born to be. So many of us have felt this way. I'm sure that we've all been in a situation at work where we haven't said what we needed to say, or in a family environment, maybe you didn't want to speak up to your parents or your brothers and sisters because when you were younger and this happened, you may have been told off, or you may have been smacked, or you may have been hurt. And so what happens is this old trauma, this old memory of us saying something or standing up for ourselves when we were younger, causes a trauma where we feel that we can't do that when we're older, because when we swallowed our words when we were younger, that kept us safe, and so our subconscious mind thinks this is the way to keep you safe now. So we stop being our true self, we stop saying what we think, we stop saying what we feel, and become a shell of ourselves. And that's really, really sad. And I know this because I've lived through this and I'm out of the other side. So all of these ways where we try to shut ourselves down are obviously very valid ways of acting and living. The thing is, if we want to create change in our life, we need to be able to stand up, we need to be able to stand out, we need to use our voice, we need to give our opinion. So if in life you want to be a leader, or if you want to be noticed, you need to do things differently to what the other people around you doing. If you blend in, you'll never stand up, you'll never become the person that you want to be. If you want to become a change maker, same thing. We need to use our voice and make ourselves heard, because then we can create change. So whether this is a change maker in your own life or you want to help other people, the same thing applies. You need to have an opinion, you need to act on that opinion and stand in your power. And this is where I can really help people to become powerful, to stand up, because when we don't do that, as I said before, we are a shell of the person that we want to become. We have all of these thoughts about how great we want to be and how we want to motivate people and how we want to help people, and that then we shy back into the crowd and never become that person that stands up, that becomes a leader, that has an opinion. Even if that opinion is completely different to everybody else, it's still valid, and there will be other people out there that have the same opinion as you. So I know that there's a lot of fear surrounding this. I know that there may be a lot of anxiety or stress, or you don't feel like you have the confidence, or you're not worthy of this. Know that we are all worthy. We are all here to be the best version of ourselves. So I wonder, are you experiencing this in your life right now? Are there areas in your life where you want to stand up, you want to feel powerful, you want to use your voice, you want to stand in your power, and yet you're suppressing yourself, you're becoming blended in with everybody else, you're agreeing with everyone in meetings, even though you know that there's a better way? And then I'd like to ask you, are you worth creating change for? Because if you are, that's a great start. If you are sick of the way that you have been wishy-washy and just agreeing with everybody else, and you have a valid opinion and you want to start creating change in your life and becoming a leader, then maybe you need to look deeper inside of yourself. Look at the old trauma that is stopping you. Look at the old emotions that are stopping you from being the person that you really want to be. And ask yourself, how is standing up and using your voice, how is it so scary? What about it makes that fear overtake you? And that fear is more powerful to you than standing up. What is that thing that prevents you from being your true self? What's preventing you from stepping into your power? And it may be that you can't deal with the anxiety, and you've tried this in the past, and there's like this wall of anxiety that overtakes your body, and your voice starts cracking and you start shaking, and you know the panic attack. Maybe you've had a panic attack in the past, and this anxiety takes over you and stops you from having a voice. Maybe you feel stressed at doing that. Maybe you just don't feel that you're a confident person, and you'd rather just make that decision to blend in. And even though that you know that you have a very valid opinion and you can help so many people, you choose not to, and that's completely fine. But if you want to stand up, all of these things can be worked on. We can work on your anxiety. We can work on how you manage stress. We can work on building your confidence. We can work on building your feeling of worthiness. We are all worthy to be able to stand up, have an opinion, and be different from the crowd. Because if you really want to create change and you really want to be a leader, you have to step up and be different from the crowd. So I'd just like you, before I finish, get you to imagine, what would your life look like if and when you step into that person that you want to be? Imagine going into a meeting and listening to everyone else and being that one person that gives a really creative idea, and everyone else saying, wow, that's brilliant, that's amazing, we're going to do that because that's a great idea. Imagine how that would feel inside of you. So just stand in that power, close your eyes and imagine that you are already that person, that powerful person that uses their voice to influence other people to create positive change. Feel what that feels like in your body. How will you be standing? Will your posture be high? Will you be projecting your voice? Will you feel confident? What would it feel like in your body? Where will you feel that feeling? Is it confidence that you're feeling? Is it excitement that you're feeling? Go inside your body and feel what you will feel like when you start using your voice, when you start standing in your power. And when you're acting from this place, what words will you be saying to yourself? Will you be saying positive things to yourself? Like, wow, well done. I knew I had it in you. I'm proud of you. You're amazing. Those people really listen to you. And you're going to help so many people in doing this. So is that the person that you would like to become? Because all of this is possible. All of this is completely possible. I used to be the person that was quite shy, and I was like a wallflower, and I didn't feel like I could have a voice and I couldn't have an opinion. And now I think I've flipped and I'm the opposite. I'm very proud of the fact that I have an opinion. I'm very proud of the fact that I don't follow everybody else, and I have an opinion, and I source information, and I'll make my own opinion up. And I feel so proud of myself from being that person that was the wallflower to now being able to stand in my power. And I've helped so many people do this in my career. So if this is for you, if you want to start feeling powerful, if you want to know how to start using your voice effectively, how you want to influence others, how you want to create something that helps other people, then please contact me. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you next time.